Welcome back to Potato Craft. I'm Solo XO. I'm just sitting here having some lunch with Birdie, telling her all about the adventures we had last episode in the ancient city. And she can't stop laughing at me and making fun of me. It's quite shameful, really. But that's life. What are friends for if they can't rag on you when you embarrass yourself? Yeah, it is what it is. So last episode I mentioned that I wanted to work with villagers today to get all the enchantment books and stuff, so when we lose our gear, we won't have to grind it out to get it. And as you can see, I replaced my axe that we lost and my pickaxe that we lost. I don't have netherite to upgrade them, but at least they're functionable and enchanted and don't do their job until we can upgrade them. But while I was doing that, I was thinking that since Mojang is doing a lot of changes with the villagers coming up, and they're experimenting with them now, as far as like changing their trades and the locations where you can get trades and all of that stuff, I think it's a good idea to hold off on working with villagers until we learn a little bit more on how they're going to work and if villagers that we have now will carry over to the new one, or if we just lose those trades anyways. So I'd rather grind out a little bit to get new tools and armor if we need it, than having to grind out a few days to get a trading haul and then find out in a couple of months or so that it's not going to work, you know. So it is what it is. So we're not going to do villagers for a while. But in today's episode, we're going to work in this area back at the kingdom. A while ago, I was lighting up some of these caves and stuff because monsters were coming out of them. And I was coming down here and through here, just lighting up, as you can see, the torches and stuff, when I came across this, a spawner. And I figured it'd probably be a good idea to have an XP grinder in this area for whenever my elytra is low or I need a little mending on my tools, instead of flying all the way back to the Enderman farm for just a 30-second grind, I might as well just be able to hop over here, mend up my wings, and get right back to work and stuff without wasting time. So I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and build out this XP grinder. It's a zombie spawner, so it's not that great. It'll only be used for quick mends when I need it, for convenience, and I think it'll be good. I'll also build a little room and all of that to make it nice and comfortable when I am using it. So I'm not really going to explain it or any of that. Everyone knows what a grinder is at this point. If not, you can find it in probably over 1 million, literally probably over 1 million YouTube videos to know how these things work. They're as old as the game are at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in and build it out. I hope you enjoyed that montage. I enjoyed making it. Just to let you know where we are, as you can see over my head back there is the town square, and that's the hill where the castle will go. If I turn around real quick, we can see this nondescript cave here. I think it looks good. It blends in well. Eventually we'll have buildings and stuff here, and this will be kind of hidden as like a hopefully naturally looking cave that doesn't stand out. I went with this natural cave like aesthetic because I thought it would look really cool. I made this steep little pathway here. You got to be careful or you'll sprain your ankle. But I think it turned out really cool. Looks kind of natural. And I thought this would look really cool. And I was right. And it does. So you can see here I went with just cobble, mossy cobble and stone. And I added a lot of dimension into the walls to give it a little more character and take away the squareness of the room, which I think looks really cool. And then I added some amethyst blocks in the background there and some amethyst crystals to add some glow. So it's kind of like a natural crystal cave, I guess. A little bit of magic here and whatnot. And I think it looks really good. And I went with some moss on the floors and a little bit coming up on the walls to add some like overgrowth and some grass. And I used the glowberry vines to add a little bit of light to the ceiling. And I wanted to keep the ground a little dark and ominous. And I think it turned out really, really well. I'm really happy with this. And here's the kill chamber right here. We got some zombies in there. We can just tickle their toes and get some XP and their drops. Yep. And over here I have a chest. It's actually a trash can, so I'll show you how that works. It's actually a trap chest, because every once in a while you accidentally click something in and it won't spit it out until I close it, so I have time to save it. So I've definitely lost tools and gear that way before. So if I close it, it just starts going. There's a hopper here. Spits it into a dropper. Normal trash can into lava. And it works really well, and it's kind of hidden behind the grass so it doesn't stand out too much. And I like this. I think this cave is kind of cozy, even though it feels a little damp and a little creepy, but I think the crystals and the glowberries add a nice warmth to it. So it works. We'll go ahead and kill these zombies. That cat just came out of that door. What? Okay. So we're back here with Birdie, having some good grubbins, trying to ignore her laughing at me, because she likes to laugh at me a lot. But she loves me when it counts. So I'll take it. But I just wanted to take some time here at the end and tell you about my future plans for the channel. So recently, I was given the opportunity to join an SMP. It's called Valor SMP, and it's going to be a group of small-time content creators like myself who are relatively new and trying to have fun doing all of this. So we're all going to get together on a server and play some vanilla Minecraft and release some videos on it. And I've never done that. I have played on an SMP before, but I've never recorded with other people or really interact too much with other people. A little bit, but not a lot. So this should be a lot of fun and interesting. I don't know anyone on the server. I've casually met a couple of them because we played on a the same SMP on the Dogcraft server. And I've talked on Discord a little bit with some of them, but I really don't know any of them. So it'll be interesting getting to know people. I'm not very good with people. I'm good. I'm nice. I'm alright. I won't cause drama or be mean or anything. I'm just a little nervous and anxious. But it's okay. I'll get over it. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to build a bunch of weird stuff. We're going to have some collabs and interact and just enjoy the game. So I hope you're looking forward to that, because I am. And as far as this series goes, I'm going to continue with it. And this is like my long-term series. I plan to be doing this series for a very long time. Hopefully for years and years. If the world doesn't get corrupted or they make changes where I can't use the world anymore or something crazy happens, I plan to continue with this. But my uploads, which have been recently once a week, will probably slow down for a little bit as I focus on the SMP. So, I gotta build a starting house, I gotta get set up, I gotta do some grinding, mining, and tree chopping, and all that early game stuff. And so while I'm doing that for a little bit, these episodes will probably slow down and be replaced with those episodes. But this series is not going anywhere. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I can release one of each a week. We'll see. We'll see how big and grindy the projects are. Something like the Guardian Farm, definitely can't release more than that episode in a week, because it took me a whole week to record that episode. But an episode like this, which has taken me a morning to do, then, I could release it and release another one. But we'll see how it all works out. As you know, I'm still new at this YouTube thing. I'm still trying to figure it all out and get comfortable talking and get my audio and everything all situated. So this SMP would just be another learning experience to hopefully get better at doing this thing. So let's have fun doing it together. So until next time, have fun.